Okay, so we're going to talk about this codename Frontiers developer insights called Solo Ops. They added this today. This is around a year before this comes out. It's a long ways away, but I want to talk about it because personally, I think it's trash. So first off, they talk about the reward scaling thing that we already know about. They made a thing previously, like a week, 2 weeks ago about this. It's been a while, but yeah. This challenge system isn't going to work for Destiny, and I think it'd be cool if they changed some stuff up and it would work, but they're not going to. So we're going to start off with the first problem here. So these missions, these solo op missions, are trash. First off, they're using existing places that already exist in the game, and they're reamping them to make them look cooler. In other words, all they're doing is adding more ad density to these areas. Period. These are literally lost sectors. This is how I'm viewing this right now. By how they explain this is how I'm viewing it. All it is a bigger lost sector. Right now, if you go into a lost sector, a legend or master lost sector solo, and you farm it, you get a weapon and some materials every time. And some extra stuff, glimmer and whatever. You get some stuff, right? You get some weapons, you get some material, you get some armor, whatever, right? You get world stuff. Set in stone, every day it changes the weapon set. There's like so many weapons you get, and you can farm for whatever god roll you want. All they're doing here is doing that, but making it in a bigger space, and that's it. I don't know why nobody's seeing this, but we already have this in the game. All they have to do to Lost Sectors is add the challenge customization thing, and then guess what? Is exactly what they're explaining here. Take the Lost Sector and add the challenge system that they want for the game, add it to it, and you've literally got the Lost Sector. The new upgraded Lost Sector. That is what the new system is. So either they're removing Legend and Master Lost Sectors, or they're going to keep them in the game, and that's just stupid because it's the exact same fucking thing then. And I don't understand it now at all. Because here's the truth to it. What are you going to get in these solo ops? What is your loot going to be? Stop and think and use your brain, community, for 1 second. What is your rewards in these solo ops? Well, you have 2 options. 3 options, maybe. 2 options. The first option will be world weapons and armor. 90% of them are trash, 10% of them are good, but there's crafted weapons that have the exact same perk rolls that are better. Or there's enhanceable weapons you can farm easier. So world weapons are kind of shit. There's the 10% that are good and have uniqueness to them are so goddamn hard to get. Even when you farm for them through the Lost Sector system, it's still trash. So all this is going to do is add an extra way to farm for those. Cool, whatever, trash. Trash. Because the only thing you're going to get from this is either Ascended Shards, Ascended Alloys, Prisms, Enhancement Cores, or weapons and armor. They're world drops. Second option, they might give us brand new weapons specifically come from these solo ops. I doubt that. I severely doubt that. I extremely severely doubt that. I know what they're going to do here. They're going to use this as another reason to add a pinnacle weapon system, like they said before, but guess what? All that was Pinnacle system. Well, Pinnacle system, not Pinnacle weapon system, sorry. Pinnacle system is trashed. Everyone hates the Pinnacle system. And yet they brought it back this season again, and everyone hates it. Same concept they're going to do here. Is just add another reason to go do this for Pinnacle. If you want Pinnacle, you got to go do this. You want the Pinnacle, like, go do this. These are trash. For newer players, yeah, if it gives a fuck ton of material, it'll be great for newer players, like brand new players. But if you've been playing this game even slightly long, or like a month or 2, you've got enough material. You don't have to worry about it. If you even last that long playing this game, because most people don't, but if you do. So yeah, they're straight up is the truth, right off the bat there. So these missions are pointless. They're literally Legend and Master Lost Sectors right now without the challenge system. If they added the challenge system to it, it'd be the same thing. The only difference is they talk about how they'll be less predictable. If you're in a room, how many spots do you think an ad can spawn from if you're in a room? Yeah, let's say you're outside in this big open space, right? It's only going to be so big because it is a solo to 3-person mission. So, guess what that means? It's going to be a small area. So in that small area, what's going to happen? Ads are going to spawn in it. Well, even if you have spawn locations randomized, they're obviously going to spawn in the area. It's not rocket science. There was no surprise here. Them saying down here is not surprise. I don't know what they're saying. Less predictable. Oh, I'm in a square. Ads are going to spawn in the square. I don't know if everyone thinks that's super unpredictable, is if they spawn in the left-right corner instead of the right-right corner. Like, what? I know that doesn't sound right, but My point is, that's my point, is if they're spawning in the square, because you know they have to spawn in the square, no matter where they spawn, they're going to spawn in the square. So there's no surprise there. Oh, maybe they'll drop from the sky. Maybe they'll come through the floor. Maybe they'll come through walls. Maybe magical doors will open up and a portal will open. That'd be the best surprise. That'd be the best option they have there. So that's just false advertisement in my eyes, because you can't make something less predictable when your predictable system is literally a 4x4 square. It does not make sense, Bungie. You can't make something less predictable when it's guaranteed to spawn in the square. It's not like it's spawning somewhere else and you're teleporting randomly to somewhere else. See, that would be a surprise. Is if you're in one room, clearing some ads, and all of a sudden you teleport randomly to another room, and holy shit, there's a boss on your head. That would be a surprise. For exactly 1 minute, and then it doesn't matter anymore, because who cares? I highly doubt Bungie's going to put 100 different spawn locations inside of the room. I bet they're going to still have set spawns. They're just going to add a few more to the rooms, to the areas. So, not much of predictability there. So, I'm just instantly canceling that BS out. That just is stupid. And then they say they want at least 2 combatant factions for each area with a unique objective associated with it. So, that's literally Onslaught right now, basically, but smaller. Okay, I guess, whatever. Again, still stating it's a lost sector, just slightly bigger. A bigger lost sector, that's still all I'm hearing. Why not just do... I hate lost sectors with a passion. I personally hate them. But why not just buff the lost sectors at this point? They're the exact same thing they're describing. All they have to do is change the density of the ads, and change how many they spawn, and change once in a while the ads are different. That's all they have to do. And add the challenge system when they add it. That's it. And the challenge system is pretty shit, because here's why their challenge system works. It is literally identical to First Descendant. I want y'all to understand that. People that haven't comprehended that yet, this is First Descendant's challenge system. Period. First Descendant, though, did it right. Bungie's doing it wrong. Do you think if you go into a GM and complete the challenge thing, if you do it right, you go in, make it harder percentage, whatever, make it GM level, whole bunch of modifiers you could change or whatever, you really think for a split second they're going to give you 2 adepts? Hell, maybe you're lucky. Maybe they will give you 2 adepts. You think you're going to get 3, 4, 5? No. 2 is the maximum adepts you're going to see, even on double weekends. I guarantee you, double loot weekends, if they still exist, you're only going to see 2 adepts, period. If you're lucky. Even then, probably not. They're probably going to give you a ton of fucking Ascended Alloys, or Ascended Shards, Ascended Shards. A ton of Enhancement Prisms, and Enhancement Cores. Some Glimmer, probably a fuck ton of Glimmer. Oh, by a fuck ton, they always mean, 10,000 Glimmer. That's a fuck ton to them. That's Bungie's fuck ton. Remember, does no one remember 2 tokens in a blue? The most rewarding public event ever? 2 tokens in a blue. And they kept it in the game that way when everyone made fun of that. Because that wasn't trash. That was beyond trash, Bungie. What was that? Why does anyone think for a second they're going to get a fuck ton of loot out of this? It's going to be insane. Are you smoking something? I'm sorry, I have to point this out to the community, because this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. They're not only copying a system from another game, completely, by the way, not even slightly not, they are completely copying it, all the way through, and yes, the modifiers will be unique to Destiny, that's how they can get away with it, blah, blah, blah. The reason First Descendant can do this is because you go into these dungeons, what they call dungeons, you kill ads. At the end of it, you kill a boss, you get a pattern. That pattern, you then have to take to another boss, and that pattern may or may not give you what you want. So you farm a fuck ton of the dungeon, then you go and farm a fuck ton of the boss. You get your weapon, or your armor, or your weapon piece, or your Descendant piece, and then, awesome. You go to the next one, do it again. Or, you gotta go back and farm some more, because the weapons you can farm, because you need multiple weapons put into one weapon to get it to its maximum power. So you have to farm multiple things, constantly going back and forth. Then there's material in the dungeons that are exclusive to some of the dungeons, or easier to get in some of the dungeons, so you go back to farm for those materials that you need to craft what you need to craft. Bungie's materials aren't hard to get. There is no unique material that only comes from one activity. All of the material in the game comes from any activity you can get. By farming any activity, you can get all the material. Whether it be just some of the material that you can then go turn into Raoul for cheap, because Glimmer is an easy thing to get if you play the game. If you actually play the game. So I'm sorry, but this is dumb to me. This is dumb. I'm all up for it. You want to have a solo player, go play solo, fine. This game's supposed to be all about teamwork and togetherness, but fine, whatever, fuck it. Solo players go play solo. I get it, I even play solo. But fuck. You think I'm gonna be caught dead in this thing? Fuck no. This thing better give me a million glimmer for me to give a shit to go in here. That's how serious I am about this. Because this is shit. There is no rewards for this. At all. What are they gonna give you? Weapons that are world drops that are trash? Oh, maybe unique weapons. Cool. You really think they're gonna be that great? Fuck no. This is Bungie we're talking about. This ain't fucking some other game company. This is Bungie. So yeah, that's just straight up. And then they want you to go to these amazing locations they talk about that are usually trash because every time we've had a DLC or a season, they always talk about these exciting new locations that are never that exciting. They're pretty trash. Oh, they're going to add ad density, make a ton of ads, make them spawn from one end to the other end, so they're all over the place. Less predictable, which only means a couple extra spawns, so it's really still predictable. You just have to play a few runs. Bungie in a nutshell. Ooh, a different enemy type. Crazy. Who could expect that? Bitch, what? I'm sorry, but what? I know I'm ranting. I get it. And I know a lot of people will probably be like, oh, you're dumb, blah, blah, blah. Stop and use your brain. Do you think for a single second Bungie's going to give special, unique rewards that only come from these solo ops? Do you really think that for a second? No. Stop thinking that. It's not true. No, they're not going to give you shit. It's going to be world weapon trash that no one cares about. Maybe you'll get lucky and get 10,000 glimmer, which, again, not that big of a deal. They'll act like it's a huge amount, but it's 2 tokens of the blue all over again. All they have to do is update the fucking system. Either they're going to remove Legend and Master Lost sectors, or they just need to make this Legend and Master Lost sector, because they're the exact same fucking thing, just in a bigger area. It's stupid. It's literally the same thing over itself, and then the reward system is literally the same thing as another game, but it's not good because it doesn't work the same as the other game, because it's 2 different games. Bungie, your reward system is trash compared to First Descendants, because you're trying to build it around First Descendants ideal. You can't. It doesn't work that way when your RNG system is fucked, and your damn loot system is fucked. You're like, fuck me. I don't know how else to explain this. It's bad. This is not good for the environment of the game. This is dumb for the environment of the game. It's not the problem of it being sold. The problem is, what are they going to reward you? Then they talk about exciting locations. What do you think that's going to be? I guarantee you there's a place on the EDZ that was part of the Curse of Osiris campaign. For those veterans that know, they know. That place, I guarantee, will be used. I guarantee it. That will be used. That is a promise they will use that as one of these solo areas. And they're going to seal you up tight in there where you can't go anywhere and say, oh, look, weapon or ammo spawns, or not ammo spawns, sorry, enemy spawns are up on top. Oh, look, they're in the hidey hole. Oh, look, they're far over here. Look how crazy cool it is. They're still spawning in a square, Bungie. It's not predictable. Seriously, it's not unpredictable. It's simple. It's predictable. It's dumb. What the fuck? Then they talk about, let's see, where is it? Right here. Solo ops missions will sometimes come with optional goals that only present themselves once you're in the activity, like the presence of treasure goblins. Okay, treasure goblins aren't that big of a deal. I think that's okay if they drop loot. Oh wait, that's right, we're going to be getting world loot from these, so pointless. You know the best option would be is if it actually drops fucking raid fucking spoils of conquest. That would make this the best fucking mission ever, is it drops spoils of conquest. Because they have another source to farm all day for your spoils of conquest. Fucking triple the number of conquests you can hold and fucking let you go ham. That would be the best option. Because all the other materials are only good for those that are new as F to the game. And maybe, maybe if you use all your material, you need something cool. You go and do this for 2 minutes or whatever, They say 10 minutes, but that's not quick at all, but whatever. You do it as quick as you can, you get it done, you get some loot, you don't care about it again until you run out. And even then, there's so many ways to get that loot. If you're going to play the game, just play the way you normally do, and you'll get all the loot you need, so it doesn't really matter. Now, I'm sorry, but these are pointless. I don't understand the purpose of these, because it just doesn't seem like has a point. Because of how the economy system works for the material, as well as the system of weapons, it is just trash. And everyone is saying it's a dub. It's not a dub. It's trash. I don't know why they see this. I love Bungie, and I wish they do good for this game, because I love this game, but fuck me, the farther we go into this detail of rabbit hole nonsense, the more I'm realizing they're not trying to save the game, they're trying to make it where new players will play more than 5 minutes. And they're still going to leave because there's no one around anymore to stay around, so they're not going to care. That's the problem. The number one complaint about solo players is there's no one to play with. All the content requires you to play is content that requires more people, and then those people don't want to play it because they don't care to do the old stuff because there's no point to it, especially after they get everything. So people don't care that much. So what's the point of playing? Hence why the community's dying. Literally. So I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but these are just, one, lost sectors, bigger lost sectors. Two, they're not going to give anything good. And the only things that are good are in the higher activities of the higher stuff anyways. So this is pointless. It might be an extra fucking ability to level, but that's it. Because who gives a shit? Pinnacle's already a pain in the ass. We don't want more missions to have to go do to raise our pinnacle. So, yeah, moral of the story, trash for weapon system because it's just trash. I mean, literally, literally, it is trash. This solo ops will have no good weapons. They'll have trash armor because it'll be world weapon, world armor. It will be, maybe if you're lucky, some glimmer, some enhancement cores, prisms, shards, maybe a synod alloys. Cool, whatever. And that's it. Everything that you can get anywhere else in the game without caring. Just by playing what you want to play. Which is what Bungie's motto is. So what is the point of this? Okay, solo players have something cool. Most solo players either want to do really hard shit or really easy shit. So the easy ones, yeah, they'll love this. The hard ones aren't going to care for this. The veteran player ain't going to care for this. It's pointless. I know I'm ranting and I'm sorry, but this is stupid. There is nothing about this that I'm going to go like, oh my god, this changes everything. Holy shit, the game is changing for good. No, this is trash. This is fucking trash. And you can hate me all you want in the comments, and you can be like, blah, blah, blah. No. No. What are you going to get? Stop being stupid. Use your brain. What is the reward you think you're going to get? This is Bungie. What the fuck do you think they're going to reward you on? And if they're making it a challenge system where you have to do harder things, harder modifiers to get better loot, you're sure as hell is not getting shit if you're on the easy mode. So, you don't want to fucking do hard shit. Too bad. You want good shit, do hard shit. And that good shit is just going to be world weapons. I doubt they will put anything else in there. Maybe Vanguard weapons. Doubt it'll be Adepts. I 100% guarantee it won't be Adepts because that'd be too easy and people would bitch about that. And people would bitch about Amazing. And Bungie just never would do that anyways. They're just not like that. Hopefully, because I don't want Adepts to be like that. That's stupid. That beats the entire purpose of an Adept. Maybe they could add a new weapon type that only comes from solo ops. That'd be cool, but I doubt they'll do that because Bungie never does the smart thing. So, I'm sorry, but as this whole thing, this is the worst thing they could add. It's literally just glorified lost sectors. Period. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. Let me know in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, tell me. If you want to roast me, call me stupid, call me dumb, that's fine too. You're dumb though. Just know now, if you call me dumb, you're dumb. But that's my opinion. That's your opinion. There's no true hate. I just think this is dumb personally. I don't think this should be in the game because it's literally just glorified lost sectors. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm saying it again. It's glorified lost sectors. It's pointless. It won't give you shit. The score system will be trash for it because there's no rewards worth of shit to get. The best option is if they put Spoils of Conquest in it, in my opinion. That's the best option they could do. Everything else is pointless. That's my opinion. You can hate it. You can love it. You can agree with me. It's fine by me. That's it. Adios. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. Let me know. Y'all have a good day. We out.